Hello! I said we'd be going back down to Muddy Puddles, so here we go. Wow! I'm here! Cool! That was quick! Oh yeah. So, today I'm planting the last few of my trees, and I'm going to first of all mark out what is a level tree line, so that the tree row follows the contour of the land. For that I'm going to use my A-frame. And as it sounds, it's just a frame that is in the shape with a low bar. In the centre there is a plumb line hung, and you rest it on a level ground, or you put a level on the top here and check that the bottom is level, and then wherever the plumb line sits, the little wake sits. For me, that is just there, and then I've marked that with 2 lines, so as long as this plumb line sits between those 2 marks, then I know that the ground is level. So I go to the point where I want to start. Okay, so I'm ready to start. So I'm going to continue my tree line that I started. I've got this far, so I'm going to continue the tree line this direction. So I've started at the edge of my swale that I've got so far, and I've run my A-frame across to where I want it to go, and I just have to adjust this end of the A-frame, swing it around up and down, higher and lower, until my plumb weight sits centrally between the 2 lines I've marked. Which, believe it or not, happens to be just there. Let me mark my first. Now you can put a stick in the ground or a kind of spray paint to mark where your swale will go, where you're going to dig it. I'm just choosing to dig out a lump of single stable soil, turn it over to mark it, because it saves me carrying around any additional tools or equipment or sticks. Literally have to dig out one soil block mark. I've got a very clear marker there, so that's where my line will go up along my tree line, and then I will connect them all up. When I hire a mini digger to dig out the swale, because they're quite a few metres long, some of them are 100 metres plus, because doing it all by hand is going to take a long time. Hi, so I've dug my swale, or marked my swale for as long as I need it for a tree trio. This is the first tree I'm going to plant. This is a Winston apple. It's on an MM106 rootstock, and then it's a sign attached to that. The rootstock will limit the size of this tree to a more manageable size for harvesting. It's fairly big still, you might not want it in a small garden, but for here on the farm in Muddy Puddles, it's perfect. So I've got a tree to go in my tree trio. So this is an apple. Then I'm going to put in one of my alder as my nitrogen fixer. And then the third tree in my tree trio is a green gage called Cambridge. Okay, so those are my 3 plants I'm planting. I have a wheelbarrow of compost, I have cardboard, and I am going to plant them as no dig as I possibly can. I have got to dig because I've got to dig out the little bit of swale that will be by the tree, because I don't want it to disturb later. But here I go. Okay, still a lot of digging for no dig. But what I have done, I've dug out sods in as big a piece as I can to keep those pieces of soil as much intact as I can, because it will not stick to swale. In the long run, benefit water system and tension and water balance on the property so much better once it's up and running, and outweighs the benefit of not digging that channel. And also, I've got to get these tree roots into the ground. Now I need to be careful not to plant above where the soil meets the rootstock. But I do want to bury not no more than where it was in the soil before. So about up to here. I've left these sods to the side to fill in around it. I'm actually going to dig the hole a little bit deeper, take out a bit more. And again, I'm going to try and take out whole sods so that I disturb the soil the least amount possible. Square hole. Round holes are generally frowned on these days a little bit, because if you put the tree roots into a round hole, there's a possibility they will grow round circles that stay within that root. Particularly if traditionally things are usually planted with lots of fertiliser and compost in the bottom of the hole. And actually, no dig. You don't do that, you put your compost on top. I'm going to put a sheet of cardboard and some compost. A piece of cardboard I got about 1 metre square. It will stop the grass growing up and overtaking the tree. It will put that. This cardboard soaks really easily. It doesn't need much pre-soaking because it's so soft. Usually I would sit it in a bucket of water or in a wheelbarrow of water first. But this cardboard gets so soft once it's wet, you can't manipulate it and move it. Okay. By putting the compost on top, we're trying to mimic what nature would do, because all the leaves and dead plants and dead animals and animal excrement in woodland fall on the floor of the woodland and will rot down in place on the surface of the woodland floor. And then the worms and all the insects and the fungi and all those things would all work together to take that down into the soil, work take it down, the fungi and the bacteria will work on it and enable the plants to access that as food. And by disturbing our soil, disturb it, we're not disturbing that fungi, that mycorrhizal fungi that's naturally in the soil that trees depend on so heavily. So we've had to do a bit of digging, but we've tried to keep it as minimal as we possibly can, minimise the digging, and that tree will be there for many years to give us fruit. Okay, I'm going to Okay, so they're all planted now. They've all needed good watering, but right now I'm off for a cup of tea and then I'm going to do it all over again.